What's going on, everybody? We are back in here once again with another live stream. Shout out to you guys for being in here, being involved, and being active on this channel. Oh, hello, Trawl. Thank you very much indeed. How are you, brother? Good morning, good evening, or good night from wherever you may be tuning in. Yo, Slayer, I see you. I see you. How are you doing today, my guy? Good morning. I see my stuff is working. Yeah, Slayer Wick in the house, indeed. Good morning. How are you guys? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I still have to amend some stuff here. I've been working on some behind the scenes. Oh, you're Slayer? Oh, okay. Hey, my guy. Thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. And thank you. You got me another sub. Yesterday, I met him. Who was it? Let me see. It was Samuel. Samuel. He subbed yesterday because of you putting me on your featured channels list. He checked me out. AKA Slayer. Yes, welcome indeed. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to more BBS streams and just streams in general. I've also been working on some stuff behind the scenes. I don't know if you guys were able to hear the TTS voice right now with the follow, the alert. I heard it. I don't know if you guys did. If you did, let me know, because I'm working on that stuff behind the scenes, and I want to add. I've been adding a lot of different channel points, although I need to make sure that the stuff that gets redeemed only gets the stuff that gets redeemed, right? What you guys want to redeem is what gets redeemed instead of all these other interactions. Because I was trying to add TTS as a channel point redemption, and then whenever, say, a sound effect gets played, TTS guy is talking. Or when there's a check-in one, I just have for 1 point, a check-in, daily check-in. So whenever that one gets clicked, you hear TTS talking, it's like, I don't want that. Not at all, man.
Nope.
So I had to disable all of them so I can go back behind the scenes and figure things out in StreamerBot. And also, I got a freaking update. Finally, the alpha was released. So now I'm on the latest update of StreamerBot. I've been learning how to use it. That program is amazing. If you don't have it, you're missing out. You're missing out on a lot of stuff. So I'm excited to continue learning and improving the stream, improving quality, the experience for you guys, you know? So today's just gonna be a news catch-up day. I'm just gonna be reviewing yesterday's stream Titan Talk for Jormungandr, aka Jormusi. He was revealed, and I'm just gonna review this. Today's gonna be a short day because I have to go back and relook at stuff behind the scenes on StreamerBot, and that's gonna take me a long time. Yesterday I put in almost like 5 hours to 2. So when I went to work on StreamerBot stuff that I wasn't able to do yesterday, I made actual progress. I was like, oh my gosh, let's go. So before I was having issues even enabling TTS. So then I finally was able to enable it. And then I was trying to add the channel points through StreamerBot, but that wasn't working. And so I was like, oh, what's going on? What am I doing wrong? So I was burning the midnight oil, causing me to go to sleep late. And then I ate late. Everything was so backtracked. And then today I woke up late. It's like, oh, goddamn. My schedule is all messed up, man. So I really want to fix all that TTS stuff and all the channel point redemption stuff. Make sure it's polished, works smoothly, and it's working like it's supposed to. That way your experience is a lot better. So today is going to be a short stream. We're just going to be reviewing this, and then I'll be calling it a day so I can have more time to work behind the scenes. Okay. Any echoing going on my end? Are we good? Like, hang on, let me check. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Check. Mic check, mic check. Okay, so far so good, you know. Things are looking good on both platforms. We're live. We good. Okay. We can continue. And with that being done, I can go ahead and change some stuff over here. Where is it though? It is somewhere here. I don't can see it though. Oh, it's because I don't have it set up on my on this scene. Okay, okay, okay. I see, I see. You good? So how many subs did you gain since I've added you? Right now, just one from what I've seen. Unless you know someone named Sebastian Batir. He subbed while I was offline. Excuse me. That's all I've seen. Probably two or three, I would say. Although that's fantastic. Thank you very much for the support. I really appreciate it. I can't say exactly how many because I don't know if they came from you or from somewhere else, you know? Either way, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm grateful. Okay, let's jump into it. We now have Hindu Man up here in studio with us. Welcome, Hindu Man. It's been a minute since I've seen you. Isaiah's not here.
Nope.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna miss Isaiah. Hopefully he comes back for the next one. And we still got Kilgoon here. And now Clumsy. All right, I wonder if they're gonna explain why Hindu Man is here.
Welcome in to Titan Talks once again. This edition is all about Jormungandr, and to do that, we have the wonderful Clumsy Death join.
Yo, he's freaking hilarious, man. He was a commentator, at least for when I met him. He was in the esports commentating, the esports scene for Smite. He's fucking hilarious, man. I like him. He's funny. He's a great commentator, great entertainer too, and communicator. You don't know your own self, so you don't know. Not everyone has some sub public thing on. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah. I saw your post too, by the way, with all your Senkaimon clears, doing it in style. That was indeed in style, man. That's really cool. And I voted on the poll too. I want to see that Ukiora video. I was talking with Samuel yesterday and I asked him, yo, has he posted a video yet? I haven't seen any recent video about it. And he told me, no, he usually does posts first and then he does videos. So I went and I saw all the stuff that was there. I said, oh my gosh, he only used one character for all 9 towers? That's crazy. That's wild. That's also pretty damn cool. And then I saw the post above it, like, hey, do you guys want me to make a video of the Ukiora only run? Yes, no, and then make a toast or make some toast. I'll put yes because I want to see it. I'm interested. I'm intrigued, you know? So hopefully that video comes out soon, all right? All right, let's jump back into it.
What's going on, everyone?
I'm going to be nice today.
Huh?
I'm going to be nice today.
You're
be nice?
Yeah.
I'm like my usual self towards you.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, exactly.
But we're here all day to talk about Jormungandr.
He's looking exhausted, though.
This show before, so expect a lot of technical issues. But where are we going to start, boys?
We won't get to see or hear the handy dandy desktop.
Nope.
Ah, damn, Isaiah, no, he's gone. Oh, hopefully done by Sunday. Oh yeah, I'll be looking forward to it then on Sunday. Whenever it drops, I'm gonna go watch.
Do we just go straight in game? What do we do?
Is there any kind of like preamble you want to give about Jormungandr?
The preambles.
The preambles.
Who is Jormungandr?
Clumsy's monologue.
What is Jormungandr?
Okay, yeah. So
about the
I'm not going to go
upcoming
into the whole
gods.
spiel about Jormungandr and how and you know the Norse god and all that stuff. But yeah, Smite 1 to Smite 2, Jormungandr. I mean, this is one of those characters I think a lot of people have been super excited for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's you know we talked
The
about on
world
TikTok
serpent.
before about like some of these easier gods and the harder gods and kind of mingling everything together. Jormungandr is definitely one of the ones that isn't on the easier side, but one that we knew was kind of this. You know, he is a support.
Oh, it depends if the toaster wants to work with you or not. Oh man,
than on
that's
the Guardian
hilarious.
side. That being said, we've definitely seen him kind of mix.
Is that your
roles.
power
In Smite
source?
2, you're absolutely going to see a little bit more flexibility there, kind of more than ever before.
With the power of aspects.
Yes, with the power of aspects and with the power of like
Ooh.
Smite 2 and the hybrid scalings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Smite 2, Jormungandr will be the big snake you guys know and love. There is not a massive amount of like +1s that really change the way he's going to do things. He's just cleaner. He just feels good. There's kind of one new gameplay mechanic and a couple of small things kind of interspersed. And his aspect as well, nothing too crazy and fancy.
So he does have an
All the
aspect.
different scalings he's got got going on and the +1. There'll be just kind of new ways to play him. I'm very excited to see how that's going to work out in Smite 2.
There's so many different ways to build him. Just like in our
No
playtest,
Janus
it's like
aspect, though.
Every day, there's
Not yet.
a completely different Jormungandr thing.
I want to see that Janus support aspect.
Here. He's a very flexible, long world snake.
Oh yeah.
So
okay, well, using the handy dandy desktop.
Hey.
Oh, hey, he said it. Let's go, Hindu man. He's been watching. He knows what we want to hear. The handy dandy desktop. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. You know, I like that he added that for consistency's sake, you know? Let's just say I'm working with 3 RGB RAM. Yeah, a toaster. Ooh, damn. Okay. That's why some started calling me Toaster Coon. Oh, or Toaster King. All right, I understand now. I didn't know you had that alias or that nickname. If you don't get the toast jokes now, you know it. I do now. Now I do. Because I was wondering, like, why did they call him Toaster? What's all this toast references? It has to be some inside joke that I am completely out of the loop of. So thank you now for putting me up on some game. Loading.
Oh, we're
Gotta
going
hit
to
the bits.
game, and I'm
There we go.
hoping this
Ooh.
will work as time goes on. I'm just going to make sure the audio works.
nice.
Chat
Oh my gosh. Look at the world snake. Zawarudo. Yo, he looks so much better. He looks so clean. And UE 5.5. Yo, they updated his ability art style too. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, they changed it. Was that the same icon for his ult? I don't think so. I don't remember it. This is fantastic though. W art updates. I like this.
Let me know on the audio,
Amazing.
please, because I have a feeling because it's my account, it may be too loud or too quiet. Can I
can't hear it all.
We can't hear
Whoa,
it.
his basics got an update.
No.
We could hear this.
Whoa, it looks more misty and more foggy. It didn't look like this before. And I think the cone angle got actually bigger too. Because it used to be like from here to here. Like this first part. That's what the basic attack cone area was like. Now it's a lot wider. What, it got a half increase on both sides? Dang, yo, that's pretty nice. That's gonna be even it's gonna be even whacker, man. He's gonna have a wider range to hit you. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Damn. Let's continue.
No. Try that.
Audio.
Yo, the effects look amazing too. And the coloring. Oh my
Liars.
gosh.
Yeah.
There was
Okay.
no audio.
That deep,
here we
rich
go.
purple.
Is that too loud or too quiet? I'll
Ooh.
quickly from it.
That was clean.
Quick.
Oh my gosh,
all the new effects.
yo. Yo, his spit got a big visual update. That's what it looks like in max settings. That's incredible detail. That's great. Just from an artistic aesthetics perspective. I like that a lot. Yo, he can freaking easy clear with those spit pools. It's a little lame, it's a little cheeky, it's a little cheesy. That's part of his kit though. Like, damn. He'll just clear. He throws it out and then leaves. He can go, if he's in solo, he'll throw it out right here, bam, go get his blue buff, or even go right here. He can go around the world, and then that spit wave will clear for him. I'm like, damn, man, that's so lame. That's whack. At the same time, like, damn, that's pretty cool too. You have the ability to do that. BRB, I'm gonna need to do some real quick. All right, Slayer, see you when you return.
Coming in.
Yeah, these turned out, I think, really cool.
Yeah.
I think they look even more like toxic. But hey,
yes.
sorry. Calm down here.
Have a look at this.
But no, I think they look even more like toxic venom pit than they did before.
Yeah.
You know? It's just like
double down on the goop.
Yeah, we are with the group.
that was something that when we were having a look at Smite 1, we're like, okay, well, what are the important things to keep in with Jormungandr? What's kind of his theme, his FX themes going on? One of it was like kind of that toxic goop going on. Some of it was like the blue, purples, and pinks as well.
Yeah,
and
they got enriched.
Where are we starting? All right, I have a big list of notes. I said that not much has changed, but there's still a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to talk about. All right, so we'll start at the beginning.
Okay.
Which is his basic attacks. So one of the things that was talking about, you went to the right spot because usually we don't have a lot of basic attack information.
Ooh. So he deals 38 plus 38 magical damage to all enemies in front of you. As you attack, your overheat increases, causing your firing rate to decrease. Increasing attack speed decreases the overheat speed. What is that overheat thing? That's new. Excuse me. You do 5 attacks per second, decreasing while firing to a minimum of 2 per second. Excuse me. Basic attacks proc item hit effects for 40% damage and 20% healing. You can proc Poly now and Hydra's Lament with his basics. Oh my goodness. Base overheat rate 1.5 and the base cooling rate is 2.5. Tick rate 0.1 seconds. So his damage scaling is magical. And he's a hybrid scaler though. Damage scaling. So it's not magical then. But he's a magical attacker. Not physical. He's 40% strength plus 8% intelligence. Plus 40% basic attack power. Attack speed conversion, 25%. Cone angle, 45 degrees. Was it always 45? I think it was maybe 40. Or even 35, lower than that. I remember it being a lot more shorter, not wider. Range 5.6 meters. Damn, he's going to be doing even way more damage with just his freaking basics. He'll take out half your health. Wow, that's wild. Damn, yo, Jormusi people, you're going to be eating good when he gets released.
We do, it might be on the passive, and Jormungandr's basic attacks are kind of on his passive.
Okay.
Now we're just putting it here because, well, you'll see. So, one of the things was that we soft reworked how the basic attack overheating and cooling worked on the back end for Jormungandr. For the players, it's not going to seem like there's too much change, but previously he was using this unyieldy algorithm that was doing a whole bunch of unnecessary complicated stuff. Now we can just straight up tell you, like, the base overheat rate is 1.5. The base cooling rate just is 2.5. Now, those tick at a rate of 0.1 seconds, and he's got that passive meter, which is going to help. Like, this is just how the ability works, and we can even just reveal that to you. While in Smite 1, that just was not, like, we just
more clearer feedback.
Yeah, look at that. So we saw how that works. That also will functionally mean that the timing, there will be a tiny bit of difference. I think 1 second, actually more lenient towards the overheating and cooling for Jormungandr. That being said, or at least more for the overheating. But there's going to be some new gimmicks on there too. So some of the things that you might be able to notice already if you're an astute Snake player, Snake enjoyer, is that the attack speed conversion has actually changed. So from Smite 1 to Smite 2. So now it's going to be affecting the overheat rate, not the cooling rate. Because I was kind of looking at that before, and some of the stuff we do in Smite 1 is almost just like legacy and what we were able to do technically at the time. But if you're going attack speed, you kind of want to be able to be at a faster rate more often, not the fact that you can regain your cooling faster. So now your tech.
Yeah, so I think the overheat is the rate at which he regains his freaking attack speed. And then the cooldown rate, how he decreases it. because his basic attack speed or his basic attacks is that he can attack fast and then it slows down. So he'll attack faster. I'm not explaining that right.
Nope.
L for me. Need to explain it better.
Technically, you're not attacking faster, but you're able to stay in the faster attack rate for longer.
There we go. Thank you, Clumsy. Thank you. I should have just let him speak. Thank you for correcting me and then further educating the audience. Thank you.
Okay. And yeah, so that's one thing.
And
other things that I'm sure people are going to want to know about is that your basic attacks will be able to proc item effects and will be able to crit.
Okay.
If you hover over that one more time, you can see that he does have, you know, the low.
He can crit too? Oh my gosh. Damn. Is he gonna be the new Broken God? ADC? Jormusi? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. ADC Jormusi is now a thing. Because before it was support and solo mainly. Mainly solo though. And then support and even mid. And I think even jungle was a thing at 1.2. He was never able to access that ADC role though. Now this changes everything. He can be in any freaking role. Wow. Interesting. Okay, so if you're good with Jormusi and you get an off role, you can just lock in Jormusi and you should be good. If he doesn't get banned, of course, right? He has to survive the banning phase.
Lower scaling, it's 40% strength instead of 100%. Obviously, that would be obscene. He does hit at 5 attacks per second, so he is still doing, you know, he is still over the 100% DPS per second. But then obviously he's going to be scaling that lower and lower and lower based on his kind of overheat mechanics. So he can do all that fun stuff. Yeah. It also does say there 20% healing because you can go things like Arrow's bow, which for the record, by the way, today was twice as strong. It was actually set to that 40%. So I literally just before coming here, me and Josh,
Josh has been spamming the Arrow's bow Yorm in playtest, and it actually just heals for a ton. So.
Super sustained.
Well, that's because it was twice as good as it should be. Well, now it'll be slightly less, but maybe it's actually was fine, and 20% is too low.
We'll see. We'll see. So we'll see in flash test later today.
Okay. Now I noticed when I hit you, man.
Wait,
does it work?
Oh yeah. Okay. So
before you even do that,
okay.
This is a good example.
Oh, with the pink thing, yeah.
You can see
under his mana bar.
Oh yes.
You can see.
Yeah.
We added so if you scooch closer to the god, you can see the outline of the god through Yorm.
This was new tech that was added by TechArt and Josh.
Oh, okay.
You can now see enemies that are inside your, so that Ymir is within your basic attack range, and it'll be, it might only just be for enemies, but before you wouldn't be able to see anyone, and you're kind of just blinding yourself. Yeah. Now you can actually kind of see a little bit more about what's going on.
Yeah.
This was
that's a big upgrade.
We actually thought
his
about
body
doing
acts like a wall almost.
Yeah, and that was kind of a vision blocker and it's frustrating. We actually thought about doing something like this in Smite 1, but there was a lot of discontent and just concern over that you just wouldn't be able to see yourself properly.
True.
Because like if you do that, you're just losing yourself a little bit. Now if there's 5 enemies or minions, whatever, it might be a bit. But we went back and revisited in Smite 2. We're like, no, this just looks better. It is better, and the quality of life and clarity is way more important than the fact that sometimes you might be losing your own model.
Yeah, and I will say like.
UE 5.5 magic.
It
damn.
feels even
from
more
UE 3
natural than like looking at it in video, because like the first time that this was turned on for a playtest,
so
people
cool
who played
too.
Yorm like did not even realize that it had been added.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
I felt like I could see better. It was like, okay, sweet, we're doing good things.
Is this dev or is this?
This is dev.
This is dev.
Am I supposed to be on PTS?
Too
late. Run dev.
But can you go to the trees? I want to see if that tech is in as well. So if you go to the trees, so this is also new tech that we just added, which is tree culling tech, which I think will actually be there for every god, but Jormungandr will be affected by it more. Which is you can see those trees and the vegetation specifically culling away, so he's not as frustrated by the kind of the camera angles while you're inside the jungle. So you can see right there, that is something that would not have worked in Smite 1.
The tree would have just been in your way.
Yeah, and this just came in real hot. So if there's any issues with that, definitely let us know, because this was something
that's a major upgrade. upgrade
to play around with, and the team went.
Hell yeah, I'm here for it. I like
he
it.
is huge.
Yeah, exactly.
He's the world's
okay,
snake,
cool.
the
So
world's
then,
serpent.
yeah, for more information on the basic attack stuff and all that stuff, check out that basic attack panel.
Sorry for the detour there, but I felt like because you could see it, it was a good thing to talk about.
I didn't have that on my notes.
We've
as
got
well,
all
so that's
day.
awesome.
We can take our time. There's no rush.
Nice.
All right, so now we're talking about what Hideo was
Covering
talking
each
about.
what
other's
is the
back
purple
here.
line about?
So okay, so one,
Pink.
the
Pink.
hard,
I guess.
the hard
Magenta?
displacement.
Magenta.
Yeah, there you go. The hard
Magenta.
displacement aspect of his passive of immovable is exactly the same as it was in Smite 1. So if you hover over that,
Yep.
Okay.
if you get affected by any hard displacement effects, which is listed there as banish, grabs, levitates, and vortex effects, knockbacks being knock-ups as well, and knock straight-ups and all those things, you get hit by that dazed debuff, which is just a 15% slow and a 5% damage increase for 2 seconds. That is just the way it was in Smite 1.
Alrighty.
But now there's actually, so this is the bigger +1, which is when you hit enemies, get enemy gods with basic attacks, and the venomous haze ticks, so there's a little bit of a caveat on that, you'll start applying a debuff stack. You'll see that by that magenta kind of bar goes up. Once that hits max, your next time that you proc that will actually deal a burst of damage to that enemy, either dealing magical damage, which is scales off of your health, or scaling off of your strength if your strength is higher. So
interesting. So whichever one was higher, it'll go
Yeah,
to.
so we can see that for a second. But let's yeah, you can base
This
attacks.
is building it up.
Yeah, you're building it up, and then one more, and then you see that 79 drop.
So we just hold it down. You can just keep doing
Yep,
this.
exactly. And then so if you throw
I
your
see.
one at them and spit. Exactly. You can see that is also taking.
Oh damn, that proc
Do bonus damage.
79.
And that applies to minions on the map, objectives on the
No,
map, or
only
just
enemy
gods?
gods. Only enemy gods. So this is kind of that gimmick that.
Yo, if it was in the minions, man, it'd be done. Nah, he'd be able to clear like nobody else. He'd be top pick, top ban instantly. His farming ability would be out of this world if he could proc it on minions too and jungle monsters. I'm glad it's only on gods because his clearing was already goofy clear, dummy fast. And if they included this, oh, he'd be unstoppable. He'd be the best jungler. You wouldn't even have to know how to play jungle or be an efficient farmer. You just throw out your one or go basic and then go clear. You could hyper clear everything before the enemy jungler even got a chance to get at you. That's wild. I'm glad they limited it to the gods only. Continue loading.
We kind of teased around before, where you do as Jormungandr, you do your whole kit. You use your one, you burst out with the 3, you absorb things to do with the 2, and then you've got your basic attacks, and that feels generally pretty good. But now there's just a little bit more of that gameplay of like, okay, in between that, while you're your basic attack or you're chasing them down with your 1, you want to still you have this goal of trying to burst those poison stacks and apply even extra damage.
Someone just asked in chat, does it time out? And you can see it does time off after a few seconds.
If you hover over that passive information, I want to clarify on a few things. So the debuff duration lasts 4 seconds. It's not super long. It's 10 stacks, and then technically the 11th application will be what bursts. But yeah, whichever is higher. So you can see it there. You have actually 2 numbers.
Yep.
I ran into this before with like Sun Wukong. People just wanted more information. You're not doing both things. Whichever one is higher, it's either 5% of your max health or 100% of your strength. So if you start building more into strength, and you might even start like Jormungandr as a strength build or a hybrid build, and you'll start seeing like that your health, your base health, will still be higher until you buy enough.
So whichever is higher.
And
so if you're building strength and health, it'll go for whichever one's higher.
It'll probably be health for quite a while. To actually dip into that 100% strength, you're going to really need to go into a strength build, but that is viable because of the on-hit basic attack stuff.
I have a very important question.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is a levitate?
Levitate, I think technically was Cerberus's ulti. I don't know if we use it in many other places, but I just kept it just in case.
Okay, just in case. I was like, I know all of these CC types, but what the heck is a levitate?
I think that was previously Cerberus, but I don't know if that's technically true anymore.
Maybe Mordred. Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. We can keep going.
Yes. Okay. So that's the biggest part about his passive and his +1s. So that's mostly it. The rest of his kit is going to be a lot more similar to before.
And yeah, I would say that like during the dev process, we experimented with a lot more +1s, but they felt like they were just like adding stuff to add stuff.
Yeah,
kind of.
We wanted to be careful there.
Yeah,
and even with the basic attack change and the passive change, that's going to be a lot of almost like even just added damage and added just components to it that we want to be careful. So okay, so AO1, his first ability, Venomous Haze. Two things here. One a little bit more important than the other. One is,
Goofy.
yeah, so you can see it works just the way you saw before.
Yeah.
He's got the timer indicator. It lasts 20 seconds, and it kind of has, anytime you interact with it with your 2 or your 3, it'll go to that base 8 seconds, just like in Smite 1. But there's one new component, or 2 new components. One which is, while you are within the Venomous Haze itself, so if you just chill inside of it, like if you as Jormungandr are inside of the Venomous Haze, that cooling effect that used to be there for the attack speed conversion is actually going to be here now instead. So if you use your basic attacks, and then so you can actually see it's almost like fighting itself, and if you let go, yeah, exactly, you just speed up the cooling even faster. So that cooling effect does still exist. It's while lingering.
Oh my god!
Yeah. So stand in your pools, and you can attack a lot.
Oh my god!
Not fair, but close enough.
The other thing is,
do they stack on top of themselves?
No.
That's crazy. You regain it even. It looks like you regain it even faster too. So the cooldown rate is decreased. We saw it with the ticker right here fighting, and then the overheat is like even faster if you stay in the pool. Interesting. Okay. This will be really good against melee characters. Yeah. Double the benefits for you. And then, so, essentially, right? And then double the negative benefits on them. Because they'll be taking DPS right here and then getting slowed while getting blasted by your basic attacks. Woo! That's wild. So whoever loves to play aggressively and right in your face, this is a good deterrent right here. Jormusi, just bring him out. It'll slow him down at the very least.
I don't think these ones do, but that'll be important later on.
Okay.
The other thing that's there that was mentioned by the ambassadors, like Jormungandr's got all this poison stuff going on. It just kind of makes sense that the toxicity is probably going to be applying that healing reduction, anti-heal effect. So, you know,
oh yes, an anti-healer. Yes. Or a healing reducer. 25% reduced healing. Okay, that's good. So this is damage stuff, movement, and then health. See, we're learning what these icons mean now. Paying more attention.
With some gods, but the AO1 debuff will also be applying healing reduction.
Like 25%.
And that's the same as every god, and those don't stack with each other, right? It's just if you are hit with typical anti-heal from a god that has anti-heal, you are at 25%.
All right, 2 and 3 much more simple. I mean, honestly, like I said, the rest of this kit much more simple and in line. His 2 does exactly what it used to do. You suck up the energy from nearby venomous haze pools, and it expands the ring of your 2. Oh, they added some extra effects there. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you do that. It grows up to 3 times, but now the buff here is actually that it used to do less damage based on subsequent damage effects, but now I think past 3. But now if you have more than 3 pools, which is unlikely, you'll actually just be doing the same amount of damage. That bonus damage that's there is technically uncapped, but the scaling is capped at 3.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of AoE.
Yeah, and some people are commenting that like the radius looks a little bit different. Part of it is that the camera angle is just a little bit different than Smite 1. Josh talked about this a little bit on our Monday show, but like there was no great way to, even if we wanted to bring over the camera angle exactly the same as it was from Smite 1. So we took a new stab at it and came up with what we thought was the best possible camera angle for Jorm in Smite 2. So it's because of that that ability looks a little bit bigger just because of the camera angle.
Oh, so it's just a perspective thing. It also, I think it adds to the immersion side of things. Because if you look at it, it feels like it's a lot larger. They're saying it's the same as Smite 1, although it feels a lot larger. So from an immersion and feeling perspective, that's going up. You know, stocks are going up there. You'll feel more
like
impactful.
the animation. Like I would say that his animation should be basically the exact same here. The effects are the biggest change for sure.
Boom.
Yeah, so the main thing on the AO2 is that it grows up to 3 times as normal, but the bonus damage can actually be from as many and does not have some sort of damage reduction.
Yo, his sound effects are amazing too.
Just see the size differences. You got more pools now.
Yeah, and you can see as well.
Oh,
just as usual,
yeah.
I didn't mention it. Is that he does have that empowerment effects, which is cool. Actually, I haven't seen that effects before. Which is he'll have his unlimited like overheat rate. So you just do that in the basic attack. 2 seconds per pool. You can see his passive meter is not.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Cool.
You can have 3 pits, and then just essentially perma faster attack your enemies. Oh my gosh! Will it ever happen? Who's gonna be the first to do it? To accomplish this feat? Has it already been accomplished? 3 pits. You'd have to have somebody stubbornly fight you as this is happening. So the odds of that happening are very low, I would say, especially on the higher end. On the lower end, maybe, for players who don't know, maybe you can get one over on them. However, those that are aware and awake and know what's up, they ain't coming near you at all. Yes, brother. The colors are a lot deeper and richer to me. They look way better than in Smite 1. And I'm sure this is at max settings too. They look beautiful.
This next thing for the AO3, so the AO3 hasn't changed as well. Submerge.
Okay.
Jungle Yorm clear speed, by the way.
Ooh, yeah, Jungle Yorm clear speed does feel good, especially with Boombas as well. Like it.
See?
We actually found a bug with Boombas, but that's a separate issue.
Oh.
Then went to fix. Yes, so Submerge
Reveal that bug.
works exactly the way it did before, which is when you go underneath the ground, you're stealth, you gain movement speed, and you can refire to knock up enemies. You also have that pulsing kind of sonar effects, which helps you to reveal enemies over walls.
Hey, let's go.
It does have a range to it, so it's definitely not unlimited range.
Okay.
One new thing about it, though, is that we actually gave it the Loki stealth like flicker reveal, so that Jormungandr, if you hit Jormungandr, he will no longer reveal himself instantly and lose that sonar effect.
Oh.
He'll actually just do the pulsing reveal. It's like it'll be definitely more obvious like when gods hit you. So he will be a little bit more of a stealthy snake than ever before.
Okay.
That's good. I like that improvement because in the first version in Smite 1, yo, as soon as you got hit, boom, you were revealed, and it was just like. So if people were watching you, as soon as you went down, they hit you, bam. Yeah, we see you. Where you going now, Goofy? Nowhere. That's where. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I like that they added that pulse reveal instead of just the full reveal when you get hit.
And still the same interactions.
Same interactions with the 3. He splits those out. They form 2 new pools.
Whoa. What's going on here? Going so slow.
More of a stealthy snake than ever before.
Okay, there we go.
And still the same interactions.
Same interactions with the 3. He splits those out.
Bam.
They form 2 new pools.
Yeah,
Nice.
if you've never played Yorm before, the general flow while laning is 1, 3, 2. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You make a pool, you expand the pool, you get a big 2 out of it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Still
Yorm's 3
reveal
will still
characters.
reveal stealth characters.
And also over walls, you can see in the show screen some vision there in the middle.
That's awesome.
2 Yorms, like,
amazing.
in their 3s together, will just keep revealing each other.
Can he crit?
Yes, he can crit.
Okay.
That's funny.
Like
Reduced amount of the
You
basic.
just stare at each other. Boom, boom.
Okay.
And then, is the ult all we have left?
The ult is all we have left.
Let's go, baby.
And then a little bit. Well,
And then we have
the
other
ult is
stuff.
one or
But I
two
mean,
more
from the
things.
kit.
The world
I want to
serpent.
clarify one more thing, yeah, and so there's a whole bunch of things, and kind of like Kilgoon and Josh were saying earlier, is that the camera system is entirely new, and we wanted to make sure that it was. We wanted to make sure that
A new POV?
that it felt as similar to Smite 1 as possible, or even better in certain cases. But gameplay-wise, it's mostly the same. The biggest changes. So if you want to go ahead and use it,
Sure.
you'll see that the rectangle crash component is larger than it was before. We kind of wanted, again, there is a couple bugs. One of them is that Yorm's untextured right now sometimes.
Visual.
So
Okay.
It's fine. It's
that's
fine.
what we
It's
found
still
an
there.
issue. It actually just cropped up today, so that's kind of surprising. But yeah, there's a whole new thing. You just wanted ulti is not the easiest thing to use, but two things we'll see here immediately, other than the untextured component, which we're not keeping now, is that the rectangle is larger. It doesn't do any more damage than it did. Also, it's much more well defined. So shout out to Arthur for a lot of the effects. You can just see it a lot better. Yeah. But the other thing that Hindu was doing a little bit there, kind of not on purpose, which is the min range is changed, so you can actually cast it, like, you can overlap the initial starting radius. So that will make it a lot easier to use on enemy gods trying to just
that are right in front of you.
Way harder, way easier to finally get that. It's not super easy, but it's gonna be way easier. That being said, and I want to give the caveat that one of the reasons why we had the min range in Smite 1 was because it looks a little bit goofy at this range. Like when you're underneath it and if you're just doing it at the minimum, like if you try and get like kind of parallel to the ground or whatever it is, like it looks a little bit janky, but it's not too bad. Like we're just like, this is gonna just still be a quality of life increase. But yes, it does look a tiny bit janky with the tiny little loop. And then finally, the last tiny +1 on the ulti was that we shortened the time between attacks, so between these leaps, by 0.1 seconds. So not very long, but you know, theoretically over 3 leaps, that's 0.3 seconds. And it just feels just a little bit cleaner to use. That was done purposely. So it's a buff, but it's very much was meant to be a quality.
Okay, yeah. That feels a lot better. You can transition into your next attack a lot faster, because before, if you try to do it super fast, there was a little delay that wouldn't let you. You'd have to go, and if you wanted to go again immediately, you'd be like, oh wait, and then boom, and then go. Now it feels a lot smoother. I like it. And I'm not even a Jormungandr main, man.
Nope.
I'm here for it.
Earlier this week in playtest, the crash down was dealing damage to allies.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was a bug.
Really?
Hey, yo, what? Oh, hell no. You're telling me Jormungandr is the ops now? Oh my gosh. Jormungandr. He's a one-man band. Everybody is his enemy, even his allies. Oh my gosh. The biggest op right here has just joined PTS. He will join us next week. I think they should fix that, right? All jokes aside, that's going to be corrected. Although it's funny that that did happen. I would like to see some video proof of this just for the memes. You know? Who's the biggest op in Smite 2? And then people will say, oh, it's this dumb player. And then they can just counteract that with, no, right here. It's not even a player. It's straight up a freaking god. This dude hurts enemies and allies. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Here's the proof. Boom. They win the argument and we laugh about it and we meme it forever. Show us, Hi-Rez. I want to see this. For the memes.
And dealing damage to allies.
Yeah, that was.
It was a bug.
Really?
And
That's a feature.
I had gotten away from
a feature.
You got hit by your own.
Got hit by my own.
It was very
Yorm crash down. I was like, what the hell? I died to my own Yorm. I was like, is this a +1 I didn't know about or something? A -1? But no, it's just about to fix it.
Oh man, they already fixed
also
it.
hitting towers. Yes, that's true. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's
He can't really travel that far though.
The kit, right? It's the Yorm we know and love from Smite 1 with a lot of small tweaks throughout the kit to make it
Show us, please. I want to see that.
As well as the main gameplay changes being
That'd be so
on
hilarious.
his base attacks and the passive.
God damn it.
Cleaner, a little bit more easy to use, as well as the main gameplay changes being on his base attacks and the passive.
Does Yorm reveal gods in bushes?
I think so. I need to double check.
I can try that a bot and see
you can
if
spawn a
that
bot
will
inside of a bush.
Does
I should do the basic reveal plus stealth. So let's.
You in there? Did I even put him in the bush? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's surprising.
Okay, he's in the bush now.
Or you're
No,
in the
it's
bush
not
though.
working. No.
Oh, bots just don't care. Actually, okay. So
Yeah,
we'll have to
bots
test
never
that.
care. However, I expect it would.
Yeah, that they get revealed.
Oh, can you actually, it won't be there until Gold Fury is killed. I actually haven't tested. Can you go ahead and kill Gold Fury?
Sure.
I actually haven't seen this myself, so we're gonna be learning this live.
What's the there's a command to make it easy, right?
Tower killer.
Tower killer. Yeah.
Listen, the commands I don't know nothing about.
Yeah, and you can also
They
try
wouldn't
tower
give me
killer
them in
off
live
the
for safety chat. I understand why.
So yeah, tower killer, space 1.
Tower killer.
Tower
space
killer,
one.
all one word.
Yeah.
Space 1.
They're gonna see it all. Space 1.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
3 kills.
go ahead and use a wind sprite. I want to see what happens.
Well, I actually know we've got an update for what happens here. You get mobility as a Jormungandr.
Yes. So
It's supposed to
it
be-
does.
you get a
It
movement
is there.
speed
There we go.
buff.
Cool.
Is
So
it-
shout outs
Okay.
to Madzeneski. We on the
Yeah.
last Titan Talk when we
He doesn't jump.
discussed this, there was a lot of people going like, because I mentioned that wind sprites aren't going to allow him to get knocked back, and it gets hit by his passive, and he dazes himself.
Yeah.
I went back to the desk and I was like,
That's pretty
That
I was
makes
like,
sense.
I think that's funny. I think you're willingly doing a button to hurt yourself, but there were a lot of people who were like, let's not hurt our friends. It should still provide a buff. So
you can
Jormungandr
still use it.
If Jormungandr uses a wind sprite, Jormungandr will instead get a very short duration.
He's doing a million damage.
To kind of help that.
Just to help.
Ah, damn.
Okay.
Agility relic should just work. You just do a dash. Yeah, it's not a
And
swing or a leap.
Is agility relic give him the melee passive, the ranged passive? I guess neither of them.
Technically he's a melee, so theoretically he would have the melee.
Okay.
passive.
Just going to shot for a second.
Find out.
Be careful what I show as well. Actually. Oh yeah, I just did a little.
Yeah, you do a little hop forward.
Yeah.
A little jump.
Just a tiny little sneaky hop.
Ah,
There's
that's
range
funny.
auto attack penalty. You didn't tell me that before, Blair. Blair's been helping a lot, but
Yeah.
so I'm very
OP
thankful
Jormusi
for sending me
indeed.
those. I shouldn't have range. Okay, so last thing that I wanted to mention
Yeah.
He's
is
gonna
that
dominate solo.
Yorm does have hybrid scaling. So we talked about his basic attacks. He's got the in-hand 40% difference, and he's got that attack speed conversion. Both of those things are definitely going to matter, and the fact that his in-hand items will proc at the 40% amount.
Yep.
But also his 2, his 3, and his 4 all have some level of strength scaling to it. The main caveat being the 2's bonus damage does not have strength scaling. It only has int scaling, but the bellow itself does, and the 3 submerge damage and the 4 all components of it have strength scaling. So if you do want strength scaling, strength builds are possible and are viable, and
It would make sense because then the passive has strength.
exactly, and
involved.
the passive has that strength kind of
basically.
switch.
These crazy numbers are because of Tower Killer chat, right?
Oh,
Obviously,
yeah, that's
obviously
No,
we are
these are
dealing
normal.
9,000 damage.
These are
with an ability.
normal.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
You can tower killer space 0 to turn that off as well.
And
there you go.
Sunbeam Bow does work.
Sunbeam Bow,
shit.
Braggies, all those effects do work. I think Sunbeam Bow is probably the most ridiculous one.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Braggies.
That being said, let us know. We have
Terrifying.
That, valve,
Oh.
that like new valve of the item proc being at 40%. We can change it down to 30, 10, whatever we find to be balanced. We have tried a few on-hit item builds. Funnily enough, hybrid scaling is probably hybrid tanky strength might end up being more viable.
Yeah.
Because while you can get to some ridiculous numbers, and if you get on top of someone, it does do a lot of damage with these on-hit builds. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and show it off, we totally can.
What do you want to do?
No, just go
I saw
like
the Hexstone one, but I'll. Go
Oh
on.
no, you can Hexstone. Go like Sunbeam Bow,
Sunbeam?
Odie Bow.
Okay.
You can definitely do all of those things, and you can do a
Attack
lot of
speed.
damage.
Oh my gosh.
But the main thing that Yorm kind of struggles
Go
with,
to
even
attack
with this
speed.
item build, so the main caveat is that
There you go.
you're in this melee mid range kind
Terrifying.
of you're trying to melee mid range. And it's
He's
not that easy
broke.
to do that. So if a mage or a hunter kind of
He does
plays at the
transform.
medium to long range, it's really easy to
Oh my god. Okay. That looks really cool.
So I think I'm
Oh
very
my
curious to see
God.
how strong it's actually going to be in practice. It will feel strong. It will feel good.
That's
I
crazy.
think there are going to be viable builds, maybe overpowered builds, but yeah, let us know what it feels like.
Oh.
I think it's more fun to see it be viable than for it to just not even exist.
Attack speed Jormusi.
Um,
And he actually turns into the
is
pig.
there? Oh, can we? People have been asking.
That's
What
wild.
does the action cam
Yeah.
look like?
Okay.
Can-
So
sorry.
so
Sorry. Am I?
No, no,
Back.
that's
skipping ahead? Oh,
that's
Good
the
question,
next one
chat.
on my list. So yeah, you can
Excellent
go ahead and change
question.
to action camera. 1 or 2 technically have the same viewport. So gameplay or controls, gameplay.
Gameplay?
Yeah, camera mode top at the very top. You're already there.
I see. Okay.
Yep. You can change the action cam. So he's got his own custom action cam.
Over
where
the
he's a little bit to the over the shoulder, to the left a little bit, like you'd expect.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy there. But Hindu, do you have the other thing?
Yo, you
I
can't see
do,
Nathan,
no,
man.
Okay.
To it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Nope.
You
When
can't
we
see
come back to
ish.
the masteries and stuff, I'll
Okay.
showcase that.
We
real
do
quick.
have let's
Well,
come
this is
back
how
to
the
this bullet
action
point.
camera-
That's
because
way
we
too
did
close.
Play around with another action camera.
At least for me.
But it was not going to work out.
Yeah, we'll show you what Action Cam would have looked like if we didn't do some additional work to this.
Well, no, it's
right.
It definitely wasn't default like that.
Hold up, I'll bring us back to cams real quick.
Oh yeah, you want to show it off immediately? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I can just do it now while we've got a second. Just got a few things, but here's a little
God.
look at
That's hilarious, man.
on your screen.
Yeah.
How Jormungandr looked through Action
So I
Cam.
mean, people talked about like, what if you can fire from his mouth and stuff? But the problem is, he's like
playing through his nose.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. So I gave everyone like I took this because I wanted to make sure that people had an idea of what it could look like, and yeah, maybe this is what we'll have an Action Camera 3 one day, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna fly.
For the
and
memes.
I will say, remember that for Action Cam, like main cam, you'll be able to see outlines of gods that are like kind of in that close range to
In this situation here, like you can see on
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it makes even though it's a little bit.
But he's off to the side, dude. He's off centered. That's what I don't like about Action Camera 1. They're just off centered. It messes with my freaking depth perception and perspective view.
Weird.
Does that mess with your guys' depth perception? Let me know.
All right, sweet.
It's a little laggy there.
Right. I think it is much more workable.
That's an improvement from the one they just showed us.
Masteries or aspect?
Aspects?
Aspect.
Ooh,
do I need to come out
aspect
and
of
go
the
back and
devil.
guess for this?
Jormusi.
Okay, cool.
Let's
No,
see
let's
what
switch
it
back
is.
to normal cam though for
We
the
should.
normal cam
You are
enjoyers.
right. For normal cam enjoyers, that's me.
Yep.
Gameplay.
I'm never going to find this because I've never had to. Okay, classic. There we go. Back to normal.
There we go. Okay.
What's the aspect command?
So test talent.
Much better.
Test, talent,
Space Jormungandr, and you'll start seeing.
space, yawn.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
yep,
on.
There we go.
What's
So
it do?
if you
Hover that.
yeah, if you hover over the icon by its thing, you'll see the full thing. So this is the aspect of the unyielding. The idea here is that it would flex Jormungandr to be more.
Venomous haze, toxic clouds no longer deal tick damage, but allied gods within them gain damage reduction. While within them, you no longer gain cooling, but lower cooldown for Venomous haze. Consuming Bellow no longer deals bonus damage, but allies gain intelligence and strength. Ooh, a little bit more supporty aspect.
The supportive side of a Guardian rather than the bruiser side of a Guardian.
Yeah.
It does a few things. One being that the poison clouds will no longer deal any tick damage.
Okay.
But instead, if you or your allies stand within them, kind of like you can for that the cooling, which I'll come back to in a second, they instead get a damage reduction basing off of your scaling with your percentage health from items only.
Okay.
So now if you're an ally of Jorm, it is one other thing to remember, but it is kind of like the Cupid aspect in a way. But yes, you will be able to gain a lot more defenses by being inside of the Venomous Haze poison clouds. Well, technically,
Including for Yorm 2, which you can
including
see,
for
I
Yorm
guess
2,
with
so you can see
these.
that decreased damage
decreased
taken.
damage taken.
So then the other thing there, which is the other bullet points, is that you no longer.
Yo, you can have a 20 DR build right here going on. Or with the Resurrection, NAD, and DR. Or DR NAD.
Being the basic attack cooling, but instead, while within those clouds, which is that second bullet point there, or the first one, but instead your Venomous Haze gets much faster cooldown reduction.
Okay.
So if you slash cooldowns, or sorry, not slash, but CMD, yeah, use a prompt for cooldowns.
Man.
Cooldowns? Okay. Cooldowns, you said, yeah?
Yep.
Just cooldowns?
Yep.
Okay.
And spit your one out. Cooldown. Now go inside of it.
Okay.
He said hog to it. Oh my god!
Tick down. Oh, goodness. Okay.
And then you can fire another one, and then you can put them underneath yourself, and those ones do overlap. So if you're inside these and you
Look at
want to
that.
throw another one, and you're creating more.
Look at that.
And this will overlap even more. And remember, you're not doing any tick damage.
Oh my god.
You are spitting a lot more. And you're
50,
creating more
11.
defensive positions. But there's a world
Spitball.
where I think it is possible to kind of maybe go arranged in build with your. So between your defensive builds.
That's wild.
Between your strength on hit builds, between your bruiser builds, you also potentially have an int build. But like I said, the idea still here is more so for the defensive aspect of it.
And does do the support, like do the damage mitigation stack, or is that does not
damage
stack?
mitigation does not stack.
Okay.
So he's
That
just
cooldown
the
rate.
reduction to spit again. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's the idea there is still more so that you're poking a lot more because you're losing a lot of the damage
like
take on
80% cooldown rate. Oh my, that's wild.
minions.
Yeah.
But you're able to kind of put this like defensively for your allies, and then start kind of spitting and kind of creating more zones.
Make
for
it more
Do they slow still? Did you say
They
that?
still slow. So
Okay.
yeah, the only thing that's being removed is the
that's
damage
useful.
tick. So not the actual on-hit damage as well. And then finally, the second ability.
That's very, very useful for zoning.
Yeah, Mellow. No longer does any of the bonus damage
Boxing.
from consuming Venom's haste,
Team fight.
but instead provides all of the allies and yourself extra inted strength.
There you go. So you're getting bonus strength and it whenever you use it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So it's definitely more of a not going to do as much damage. Yorm still provides some CC, but also
But
give more
much more
defenses.
utility.
Much,
and
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
And
Much
this is,
more.
This is something that we said we were going to do when we first announced Yorm, right? That
I think that's a lot more useful for support players. Yeah, damage is fine and all. Although the utility, I think that outweighs the DPS stuff side. Like full stam versus DR. Not DR. Cooldown. Strong attack recharge. Yeah, you can do a lot of damage, but you can't spam that much. And how much fun is that? You can only have so much fun, doing a lot of damage. I'd rather just spam, man. That's more fun to me. More utility. And when you have a lot of pools that slow, and if you get a big team fight in the jungle, you just spam that and you slow them. Stack that slow. Oh, if it stacks. Does it stack? I don't know. Either way, they're going to be slowed consistently if they're still in that path. Where are they going to go? Escape is damn near impossible. They'd have to have so many sprints and Cersei's hexes to get out of there, or CCMU or beads cleanser, just to even avoid all those slows. It'll stack up though in team fights. I think this can really turn a team fight around, especially in the jungle or more confined spaces, but even in lane too. It can be used as a deterrent, or even as a team fight turnarounder. I think this is a lot more useful. I like it better than just a bunch of DPS,
this is kind of the spot in our rotation where we would traditionally do like a support character. And Yorm is a character that has been played in support. He's been played in solo. He's had a lot of lives,
Yeah, everywhere.
So we just wanted to make sure that like there was a very clear supportive aspect.
Even more utility for him to play as a support. Really.
Yeah, for people that are support mains and really wanted to have a supporty kind of character in this spot.
I like that.
A lot of different questions. You do not need to consume any of the pools to buff your allies, but it does increase the range of which the allies can be buffed in, technically. Yeah, if you hover over the 1, that's the damage taken reduction. So it's 5% base and 0.2% of health from items specifically, and then the -1 second per every 0.5 seconds for the cooldown.
So 5% base and then health scaling.
And then health from items skill.
Health from items, yeah.
Health from
items. Clear.
So going Gauntlet of Thieves would be great on him.
Yes, I did have to balance it around Thieves. Thieves is going to make it very good. If you
What can I say? Great minds think alike. We are on a similar frequency. Me and these devs. These devs and I should say. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, literally, as soon as I said it, bam, Clumsy said it. Oh, hey, based off health? Yeah, Thieves would be perfect for this. And then he goes on and saying, yo, actually, I'm on to you. I got ahead of you guys, and I tweaked the numbers because that would have made it way too OP. Let's see what he has to say. Explain yourself, clumsy. I have to go backwards a little bit.
And then health from items scale per every 0.5 seconds for the cooldown.
So 5% base and then health scale.
And then health from items scale.
Health from items, yeah, just a minute. Clear. Build Thebes. 1,000 health.
Yes, I did have to balance it around Thebes. Thebes is going to make it very good. If you want a Thebes and Yogi's necklace, like he does get some,
Yogi bears.
He gets to you know, a good chunk of damage for sure.
Woo!
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's all of the gameplay stuff to do
there.
with Yorm. He's got a, like I said, he's a lot similar to Smite 1 and Smite 2 with some of these +1s and with the aspect, but he's just got so many different scaling mechanisms going on that I want to, like, at this point, it's if you go even further, then you're probably going to force things more than I would kind of want to force things. I want to see what ends up happening. Like if it ends up being more into Yorm with aspect, or support aspect ends up being way too good with the damage reduction. If it ends up being the on-hit bills, if it ends up being, you know, Bruiser Yorm plus on-hit bills, or with more in space. Let's see what the players come up with. Let's not restrict them, and then we'll dial things.
Let's get to work, guys.
Real quick before we hop out of game, chat wants to see you build Dreamer's Idol and Avatar's Parashu and pop them both and see how big he gets.
Yeah, I have no idea what happens. I don't think the ulti will inherit that.
The ulti definitely won't. But
add golf. That's what I'm going
to
do.
Golf.
Add gold.
Add gold money.
Yeah, just keep yourself.
Oh my god, I'll get that.
Oh god, it might. Well, let's find out.
So
It's not gonna
Dreamers
affect
and
the
what was the other?
damage.
Dreamers and Avatars. You have to sell one of your active so to
I
be able
don't
to.
want to. I like them. Avatars.
Oh, did you piggy already and show that off? Because I wasn't looking.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Okay.
It works.
Okay. Let's see.
He says.
There we go.
There you go. Big snake.
The huge
But this,
world.
yeah, that's.
oh.
Okay. So there's one
We
other
got
bug.
texture back.
There's two. I think there's one or two bugs, not the untextured one. But
Yeah,
we
no,
just,
no,
I know.
We just saw
Ooh.
one there actually, which is so these, you know, the flash test is going live at some point, and I think there's
2 o'clock or so.
There's two bugs
Should be
that
on
we, you know, that will probably go into them that we still haven't figured them out very well. One, which is when you ulti, his head won't be at his head location. It'll be somewhere in the middle of his body. That one we just can't
That's wild.
figure out why it's happening.
We're working on it. It should be good. Also, you'll randomly see a head.
In Origin, yes.
Yeah.
So if you're playing in mid lane and you randomly see a Yorm head sticking out there, those two
He's
bugs,
not really there.
We're working on trying to find out where they're from.
Other note about flash test from Pawn. Thank you for the reminder. Do not play as Cupid. His ability 2 does not work for flash test today.
Ooh.
So if you just want to nerf yourself and play without it 2, then fine, but don't play Cupid today.
Yes.
Cool down.
So I think
that's funny.
everything to do with Yorm. Hopefully people
Nerf
enjoy
yourself
playing
and
Big Snake
lose.
and Smite 2.
We should
all
go
the
check
crazy
out
stuff
his
going on.
We
Ascension Pass.
will. I'm just going to make sure I don't show anything off because I'm
Oh, do
scared.
you want to show Josh's bug first?
Yeah, we can do that at the same time.
So Josh on Monday mentioned a bug where Yorm had a pancake face at first, and he wanted to show the video. So he sent the video over. We're just going to show that real
I
quick.
may not have audio for this, but it will
That should be
showcase exactly what we saw with Pancake Head Yorm.
Yeah, Yorm's been a technical challenge, that's for sure, as one would expect with all the stuff. But, you know, Josh and the animation team and 3D
No!
Not wanting to play
really
that?
kicked ass.
Oh, hang on. Okay, it's on there.
Effects and sound effects.
It worked earlier. Oh, okay. Okay, it was slowed down.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this.
So you can see
It looks
Pancake
almost
Head
normal, but then you kind of look at it from inside. Oh,
Oh, no!
Squished face.
Oh, he looks dummy. He looks so goofy. Oh my gosh. Pancake face Jormusi.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this.
You can look at it
Looks
better over
almost
here.
normal, but then you kind of look at it from inside.
Oh my god. That's funny. I'm glad they showed us this. You know, I love BTS stuff. Behind the scenes, you know, goofy moments like this. Those are fantastic. I love when that stuff happens. So thank you for sharing with us that moment, you guys. Bringing us some laughter.
Oh,
It's like a squished face. Yeah.
God damn.
Very flat.
Having a couple of
Very
issues there.
flat.
That's hilarious.
Josh says he was a technical joy. So look at the flat face.
A feature.
I actually prefer him that way.
Ah.
yeah, the flat face.
Hindu man
He's
says-
been
It would
submerging
hurt more
way too
A
many
feature.
with the flat, right? Like, I don't know.
It would.
Oh, man.
It would. Okay. So
All right.
That's
we can go
funny.
to game again.
That was a
This is
great
kind of
laugh.
Pug Yorm.
Oh my
I get
gosh.
it. Yeah,
Ah.
I see where you're going with that.
I've not unlocked
Yo,
this yet, but I
skin
don't think I need
concepts
to,
are here
so I'm just
now.
gonna go back to the laptop.
Oh,
That
damn.
looks awesome.
Nice.
Look at his zombie
Start off
shadow
with
skin.
The base track of
Good
just
eyes,
getting the
Zommusi.
unlock on the base track, and then look there. What's this? We also got, I feel like I've never
Damn. Yo, the colors look a lot
on the base track, and then-
richer. Look at that deep purple. Even the black. Even the whole model looks more goopy, more gooey. That looks amazing. Fantastic job. I like it. I'm here for it. Hell yeah, brother.
And
Woo.
they'll look there. What's this? We also, I feel
Beautiful.
like I've never done this before.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Poison bursts.
So wait, what is that? What's Poison Burst track?
Yes,
Poison
that's
burst.
the amount of times that you use like the new +1 feature.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
By reaching max immovable set. So immovable is his passive because it made a lot of sense for the hard displacement. Now it makes
There's the
immovable
clap.
sense.
There it
This
is.
is one of the best claps in the game.
Yes.
Can you play that one more time? People haven't seen it
It's
before.
back.
I'm trying to get the right.
Yorm
angle.
obviously
The
doesn't have the arms of
minion.
his
The
own, so it's
minion
kind of-
claps for him. Ah.
He is regurgitating minions.
I love that.
Absolutely.
So the
I
clap.
love that one.
I think there was even more
destroyed.
added sound effects added to that by Kellen too. So now he's a little bit less happy.
Goddess
Thank
S,
you.
425
Hell
worlds leap. This is the total distance traveled over and under the Earth.
Ooh, okay.
So that's what his 3 and his 4.
There's a little look at the Onyx skin.
Yeah. It's
Whoa,
very
it's like
golden.
glimmering.
Damn, look at that. His Onyx one.
And this is
Ooh. Even the gold here looks a lot richer. This has to be on max settings, man. This looks fantastic. Excellent job, art team. Everybody, all dev people, everybody. Excellent job. Again, bringing more improvements to the game, to players, to the community. Thank you all very, very much. This is wonderful. I'm enjoying this. They just keep getting better and better. Progress. And it's only been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It will be 2 weeks when he gets released. It's only been a week and a half. Yeah. What's today? Oh, today's Thursday. Oh, you know what that means. If it'll play. Damn, now my stream deck is bugging. Okay, well, the moment passed. Thank you for messing me up. Soundboard. You're about to hear the sound effects just pop off both at the same time. All right. Can I keep buying some more time?
Who is here? Thor is here. Thor.
There we go. It's Thursday, so it's been about a week and a half since Janice's release. Next week will be 2 weeks. Look at all the work, the improvements they made in just under 2 weeks. And then the next 2 weeks, where will they be then? Woo! Telling you, it's only a matter of time. You're gonna go up. I'm here for it. I am riding.
This is like an example of us.
Go back.
Look at the Onyx skin.
Yeah, it's
Whoa,
very
it's like
golden.
glimmering.
And this is this is like an example of us being able to do metals better now.
Ooh, yeah.
we've got metals that are actually shiny. So I think it's
Skills.
it's looking good.
It's a lot more
progress.
reflective on the belly.
After that, we've also got the
Damn.
opal version.
Ooh. Dang, man. Look at that. Yo. Opal Moosey? Opal Moosey, he can pull it off. Baron can't.
Nope.
Baron looks ridiculous as hell in his opal skin. Not many gods or goddesses can pull off the opal skin. At least in my opinion. Jormungandr, however, he looks so clean. Ooh, damn. He's looking good.
Oh,
Hell yes.
it's like
I
almost
love
a
this.
diamond.
Yo, even the metallic aspect of it. Can go up. The decreased volume. Okay, there we go. Ooh.
After that, we've also got the
Damn.
Oh, that's a lot more reflective too. It looks way, way better. And they only introduced the upgrades to metals with Janice. And here Jormungandr is the second one. Look at how incredible that looks now. Damn. It's only been a week and a half.
Whoa.
Hell yes.
Woo!
That's like
I
almost
love
diamonds.
the neck area, the underneath of the neck and the shimmering is
The gold eyes are actually
It's
really creepy,
beautiful.
next up is the most interesting thing I always find in the mastery passes.
I haven't even seen this.
Well, this is I don't know either, but it looks.
Oh, nom 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 nom. Hey, Noroboros.
So funny.
Yeah, Ben did
His
this.
VXD.
Oh, that's good. Yep, that's great.
Thank you, Ben.
Then we've
Way
also
to
got
go.
the wave.
Oh, his fin.
Shimmy his scales on the back.
Wiggles his little body.
His fin, yeah. His back. Woo,
What up?
woo, 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 woo. Ah, that's
We also have the
awesome.
World
I like
Secret
it.
Title
Yes.
alongside.
I like
God
it.
kills as usual.
Number of God kills, and then Jormungandr logo and the
Radiance. Man, he's still
Oh, damn. Yo, he doesn't look like a snake here at all.
Nope.
He's looking like a freaking dragon. Dragon Moosey when? Dragon Moosey. Or is he even a dragon? I think he is a dragon. I'm bugging. He is a dragon. And they just call him a snake. Or is he really the snake? The world serpent. Jormungandr. Yeah, he's a snake. He's not a fucking dragon. He looks like a dragon here. I'm bugging. I'm confusing myself out here. Oh my gosh. Dang, he looks so cool, man. Ooh.
always looks so
Yeah, it looks very clean.
good.
Dragon Moosey win.
looks great.
Yeah,
God,
like
that's
now that we got this
clean.
gold really working
The
well,
metallic
I think this looks
shimmers?
better than ever.
Yeah, the segments of the body look really nice. Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
And then is the loading card done?
The
Probably
underbelly
not, I would
also looks
assume, or
phenomenal
loading
on this
frame.
one too.
Oh, on here?
Yeah, click that.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
it is.
done.
Nice. Simple, but
Ooh.
you kind of got like the fins going around. You got that blue and purple energy.
Yeah,
haze going
gangsta.
on.
Just hidden behind it.
I love it.
Exactly.
And this is my chance to remind everyone
Fantastic.
that if you buy the Ultimate Founders Edition,
You can
you
also get this.
all the Ascension passes forever. A lot of you have been taking advantage of that since we made that change.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Which means you'll get diamonds on the mastery tracks as you can play the god.
Yep.
You'll be able to get access to all of it.
Forever.
If you own the Ultimate Founders Edition,
And
you'll
ever.
just have this when you log in on Tuesday.
And ever.
If not, you'll have to buy it. Or
Every
just buy
god
the
that has a
Ultimate Founders Edition.
masteries pass.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
So I'll go back to canvas for now. and
other
then
stuff.
now I can relax. I think like that was
You can
that was
direct me if there was
So
anything
it'll
else
be a
else
matter
to
of
do.
time
There's more
before
stuff to
you
show off.
acquire these.
So this patch, I will say,
show off.
beyond Yorm, there
If
probably
you
isn't
have
quite as much
the
as there
Ultimate
has been
Founders
in some of our recent patches because we have like 3 things that are kind of like more than 3 things. We have a bunch of things that are like close to shipping but aren't quite done in time for this update.
Yeah.
So we'll have more stuff in the next update.
What is that?
I still think we have some exciting stuff. Probably the best place to start. Do you want to do skins or do you want to do the gameplay stuff?
Yes, skins, baby.
Chat? Skins or gameplay?
Chat. Choose.
Skins.
I don't mind.
Skins.
Skins,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. First few people said skins. Okay, so we have
Yes.
2 all-new travelers this update.
Who's coming?
Pick one. Which one do you want to start with?
Give me a
Who's-
second.
Yeah, click on the travelers tab.
I did, but also the view was different. That's all. It's fine. Yep, we'll go with Agni because it's the first one on my screen.
Agni?
So, these are going to share a theme.
Ba-ba.
Ooh.
Oh,
Infinite
Galactic.
Duality Agni.
Agni's back.
Right.
Duality Agni.
Yeah. So
Excuse me.
classic
Split apart. Oh, no.
classic skin.
Mhm, the
I think
Cosmos
looks better
one.
than ever.
Oh my gosh, look at the background. That looks amazing. Can you make this part of the rotation of main screen background wallpapers, high res, for all these travelers, please? Or are these only available for travelers when you're in the traveler page? Because you can't look at this beautiful artwork when you're outside of the traveler page. So if you could add this in rotation to the main screen or somewhere else for us to look at this amazing work right here, I would really, really appreciate that. I think other people would like it too. Because having the same background on the main screen, it does get a little stale, you know, over time. On a long enough time frame, it will go stale. So if we include all these incredible background arts from travelers into the main one, you can say, hey, this is also part. I don't even think you can even make the purchase of the background wallpaper though. So you just add them onto the rotation of the main screen. Just have it cycle through automatically. Or whenever you go from one, from say go to classic back to home, or from a god back to home, it cycles out. or have it on a timer, or you can give us the choice. Do you want it to cycle on X amount of seconds, or every time you click out and click back in? That'd be interesting. Because not being able to see this is really a waste. It sucks. This is beautiful. I love the color scheme too. The purples, the blues, and the pinks. I love just cosmic themes in general. So seeing this background wallpaper, it's phenomenal. I like it. And then not being able to see it once I leave this page, it's like, damn. So if you can incorporate that into the main background theme, I would really love that. Other people would too. Other aesthetic and art aficionados. All right, enough of my yapping. Let him continue.
The additional.
It's not lasagna though.
It's not lasagna.
It's
I'm
not
sorry. This was in development.
Oh, is that gonna be a skin? I never heard of that name before. That's the first time I'm hearing lasagna. I'm looking for the button. That's a great pun name and a great skin theme concept. I wonder how the execution would turn out. Because I'm not one who's really into the food themed skins, man.
Nope.
Too uncanny valley for me. I don't like it. However, if they're able to make this lasagna, if the execution is there, I'll be on the bandwagon, you know. But lasagna is great though. I like that name. I love puns too.
Before you started spamming lasagna in chat, I think the materials in this just like this one really got to glow up compared to some of the, you know, I think they just did a great job with this one. It comes with 3 different prisms in addition to this. This dark matter one is really sweet. I've been using this in playtest.
That's the best one.
Dark matter, and then we
already
Azure Rift.
That's
that one's
more
really cool.
teal.
Yeah.
Teal and green.
And then we also have Platinum Pulse.
Nice.
Yeah. If you want to be a more silver boy.
Good
And
contender.
then on top of that, in here you can also get the Galaxy Jump Stamp that you can see around there.
Yeah.
And also the 2 heads.
2 heads.
2 heads.
2 heads.
Yeah, and I believe this will be. I'm not going to say the price because don't quote me on it, but it should be about the same as.
I'm pretty sure I
Travelers
checked
Always
like, similar to what we've been doing recently. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I've already unlocked them because I've tested them in dev, guys, so apologies for that.
If you just want the classic skin, same as with all the travelers that have a classic skin, it will be available for legacy gems later on once this traveler kind of rotates out. So you don't have to spend anything if you want the classic skin. You just have to wait a little while before it's
You
available.
just
Okay,
want the
and that's
classic.
the first one. I'm just going to quickly... I'm so scared of
Gem
leaking
purchase.
stuff.
Oh, it's okay.
I know, but knowing me,
That's
it'll be something
half the show.
terrible where you're like, no, why would you
If we
show
were in
that?
dev, yeah, it is a
So
bit
it's like-
scary.
And then second of all,
Ooh, yo! Serby! Infinite Overseer. Obsidian Supernova. Oh, it's the Galactic Dog. Galactic Serby. He should have showed this one off first. He started off with one of the new recolors. Dang, he's looking good. Pause. Good dog.
throw him on the
He
screen.
looks
It's
so
Cerberus.
cool.
That's-
That one looks
This is his base.
Yeah,
Nice.
so this is Infinite Overseer Service.
I never saw
We
this
decided
one.
to do 2 Infinite skins this patch.
Nope.
Normally we try and like
I
do
never-
a
this is
more
new.
diverse group of like themes. But we just thought
Brand new.
these 2 were so cool, and we
Yeah.
thought we'd bring them out
This
together.
is so dope. I love this one a lot, and I love that like his face still has like his stash in his beard. Like,
His moustache,
he's
yeah.
got like the
I think it stands
Yeah.
out on one of these for sure. Like, on this one,
I
with the black
love it.
moustache,
It's
you can
so
really.
cute and celestial at the same time. There's that,
Damn.
like, fire material going through his body.
Are these
crazy
He's
planets?
like traveling
Yeah.
through it like pipe, like going from his head to his tail.
Oh, yeah.
It's
So that's
sick.
the Infinite
That's
Overseer.
awesome.
And then we've got
Sorry, I should say the
Obsidian.
Obsidian Supernova
Obsidian.
and Forest
Oh,
Guardian.
I kind of like this one. I would
That
bet
one's
this
pretty
would be the
good.
least popular because nobody
Roots?
ever buys nature skins, but I think it looks cool.
It does look cool, and I agree with you that other
Yeah, he
people
can
would
pull it
probably
off.
prefer a different option. So Obsidian, Forest, and we also have Abyssal. This is
Yeah,
my
this
favorite
one's the
one.
coolest.
Even though I like the mustache in the first one, I really
I like the fire one, yeah.
the color effects on
But
this
this is
one.
crazy.
I kind of like the green one
So
the
that's
best.
the Abyss Walker. It's
Yeah.
going to be available.
The
along with
nature
the
one?
Cerberus pack. You'll also get the Overseer title and Flying Doggos. Total time Cerberus has been lifted in the air by either his Soul Expulsion or Stygian Torment.
Oh man.
Okay. So there's a little look at that one too.
Excellent
I believe there's
skin.
one other as
like
well.
It's a new.
Yeah, so
positive
there's one other.
It's the first one I've seen.
It's not new though. We've seen that people, generally speaking, like the Travelers a lot better than buying prisms directly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a test here where Miss Senshi Bologna, which is a skin which has already been out and it's already gotten prisms, is going to be turned into a Traveler here. If you own any of these prisms when this goes live, you will just get this Traveler on patch day.
Awesome.
So if you want to, game the system and exploit it, you can buy a cheaper prism now. And
I was going to say that, but I'm like, chat, go buy one of these now.
So basically, we just find that players like this format better. So we're trying converting a existing one into this. And we'll see how it goes. So
whoa, love that one.
Yeah, they're all three really cool. There's this Neo Wave with the really cool shield. Goldengrad, yeah. And
finally the
varsity.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
so
the worst
like I said,
one.
if you own any
I don't
of
like
these,
it.
when the patch goes live, you'll just have this Traveler.
Nope.
If not,
shield
you
is
can buy
cool,
this
though.
Traveler for I guess it's going to
Well,
be.
if I own the skin and not any of the prisms.
If you just own the skin, then you do not get access to this because the skin is like a classic skin.
Okay.
So it's just like this. The classic skin will still be available as a classic skin, or you can buy the Traveler if you want the prisms.
Heard.
Really, Travelers are just meant as like here's a prism collection, and they include the classic skin at first, but the classic skin is going to be available for Legacy Gems later. So it's not like that isn't kind of the point of the Traveler.
Okay.
So cool. That's
And yeah, the base skin will still be available for Legacy Gems. Somebody asked that. I do not.
I don't like the gold tie though. Gold tie looks kind of goofy. Maybe a platinum one would have been better. It would have tied things more color consistency.
Believe I don't 100% quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure when we do this, we're going to turn off these prisms for direct purchase. So if you did just want to buy a single prism direct purchase and not have the trio, you should try and do that before the update.
Do it before the update.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
So come back.
And I will note, we did in the last update add kind of boosted coin levels to Travelers.
Yeah.
So if you buy any of these Travelers, you will get 5 levels of boosted coins.
Interesting.
Where you get double coins for 5 levels. So you get like 1,000 free coins, kind of just for playing along.
Heard.
And we're still doing other stuff with Travelers, but that's the update that I have for this update.
Nice.
And then I think we're on to gameplay stuff.
Yeah, so I got a couple of notes from Matt, who was working on some conquest changes.
Yeah.
I think we should mention this because PTS will be up probably after this show.
Yes.
If not already. And PTS should be available for custom games all through the weekend. We've been doing that pretty religiously. However, there is a couple of changes that are going to be making this update, so you will see them in game, which is push the Oracles and mid-lane contestable buff camp initial spawn times back from 1 minute to 1 minute 30. So it's going to be a little bit more delayed in that middle area around the map, which means we'll probably see some jungle and mid-lane adjustments of what the rotation is going to be at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. We've just some context on that one. There's been a lot of conversation, especially from some of the high level content creators about the starts.
Get closer to the mic, Clumsy.
And the kind of the jungle start there.
The path.
But just in all the different lanes. This was just one small thing that we wanted to try out with, and we definitely still have a lot more things that are in mind. But this should help be less stifling for that first rotation in the mid.
So just a reminder, it's the middle buff camp initial spawn time has been pushed back
by 30 seconds.
By 30 seconds, yeah. So expect to see maybe the jungler sticks around in the middle a little bit longer or leaves a little bit longer.
Exactly.
And that becomes more of a contested. We'll find out how that goes. I also have down here, the pots near goal for you pick can now be broken with basic attacks.
Okay, so this is specifically melee basic attacks?
Correct.
And this happened because Jorm came in and he couldn't breathe on them with his melee basic attacks.
Well, I also know Ho Yi was having some issues with his aspect of actually hitting those as well.
Well, hope
but
that's
they should also be involved in this. But most of the time as a melee character, you would walk into these.
Yeah, you just walk into it anyways, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you can get a little bit, you can hit them a little bit earlier.
Yes.
Minor, but a small adjustment. Also, jungle monsters now use their abilities earlier in their attack chain.
Yeah, so what we had seen was jungle camps, basically after your first rotation, you were killing them before they had a chance to use their abilities.
I feel like people didn't even realize they had abilities.
And people didn't even realize it. So so we want to make sure that you see these abilities and you have to play around them a little bit because it makes the camps a little bit more fun and interesting. So they will happen more
I see them all the time.
or earlier.
Maybe I'm clearing things wrong.
Cool.
And then there's young jungle bosses, and then Wind Sprite, which you already mentioned, but Jormungandr gets a movement speed for 2 seconds if he uses those. I also see some small
little
stuff
tornadoes
versus AI Joust.
Yeah, this is actually a big one. So Joust and Arena versus AI will once again use their the rules that the PvP, the classic counterparts use instead of the quick play counterparts. So if you want to play versus AI with full item store with the classic rule set, you'll be able to do that again in Joust and Arena versus AI.
Okay.
And also live the
games
I've got down here is something to do with a PC server hotfix.
Yeah. So this is live now. So we are pushing it should be live now. We have pushed the hotfix out.
Feel for what combat would look like.
There was an issue that we had seen happening where basically if you lag out briefly, you would kind of lose control of your character. You would freeze for a second. You would kind of reconnect, but your character would still be moving. It would look like you were doing things, and then you would teleport to wherever your character had moved to. This should address that. So once your client hitches and it comes back, you should regain movement more quickly, and the server fix will prevent you from teleporting after that hitch. Okay. So it should return, if there is a connection interruption, it should be less disruptive than it was previously.
Gotcha. You shouldn't really feel yourself teleporting around a little bit.
And we're working on a lot of optimization stuff. We're working on a lot of this kind of stuff. This is just one that went live today, and I wanted to mention. There is one other bigger gameplay thing. If you can go into jungle practice with a character,
sure,
and you have to click on a god and then click join jungle practice. You can't actually just go to jungle practice.
Sure. Any particular god? Does it matter?
Any god.
Okay.
Let's go Yorm again.
Too late. I already chose it.
All right, never mind.
My apologies.
I just saw a lot of people still asking it's like, oh, have they shown off Yorm? It's like, yeah, we started an hour ago.
That could always
okay. So if you open up the item store.
Yes.
So in this update, we have done a full overhaul to every item description in the game.
Oh.
Okay.
Everything has been
interesting
to try and make it a lot easier to understand what exactly this thing does.
Okay.
Previously, we had long paragraphs.
It's not long, giant paragraphs.
Said things in kind of confusing ways. I'm not going to say that all of these are perfect.
Especially for new players.
In the right direction. And if there's ones that are more confusing, please let us know, and we will definitely take a look at them. There's still a little bit of work to be done. Some of the bolding's not consistent right now. Everything has also been color-coded.
That's awesome.
Color-coded again, so it might take a match or two to understand what the color coding means. But we do have specific color coding for everything.
More clarity.
We also have added at
better
the very
feedback.
top underneath the item's name, we've added...
Yellow's attack, green is heal. Blue, of course, mana, naturally. Green is also health. I'm liking this. This makes things a lot more clearer. Yes. I think this is going to be really, really great for new players. And then even some existing players. You don't have to, if you want to buy an item, like I was doing in a couple games, yesterday or the other day, I had to read. Okay, I had to go read through the entire paragraph to see if that's the item I wanted, and that's a lot of time lost. Just reading what the item does. Like, do I want to get this item? Let me check. Before I do, let me double check what it does to make sure it does what I want it to do or what I'm looking for. And now that it's just broken down into just simple bullet points. Okay, it does this, this, bam. Let's go. It's going to make purchases in the middle of game or even late game a lot more smoother and faster. So I like that. Excellent. Excellent implementation there, you guys. I'm loving it. I'm here for it. Let me go back a bit.
At the very top underneath the item's name, we've added kind of two keywords to tell you what the item is for at just a really high level. It's not necessarily everything that the item does, but just like what is the category
just the gist
of the item here. So like, Typhon's Heart
Okay.
is a summon item and a lifesteal item, right? Because it summons a thing, and and then you can read more if you want to know more of what it does. But the idea is to just give you a quicker idea of what these items do. Anything that is an active item will have the word active. It won't say what the active does. You'll have to read that section yourself.
Yeah.
But we just thought that was clearer for players to be like, oh, okay, active item. All right, I need. A lot of people either just want to avoid active items entirely, or they, what it does doesn't matter as much.
Can we search by keyword? I'm guessing that's to come.
Ooh, I don't think we can search out based on tags yet.
Active? Nope.
But that's something that we, we'll probably hit in there eventually.
Work in progress.
That's really cool. I mean,
so like Gilded Arrow, attack and farm.
Yeah.
And another thing that we've done here.
Farm. That's a good one.
You gotta sow those seeds.
And like the jungle ones say jungle in them, the support ones say support in them, right? So it should be clearer like what this is for.
Yeah.
There's a couple new terms, which this is a good example of. We've introduced the idea of Omni Protect for something that gives you both physical protection and magical protection. And there's also like Omni Power for things that give you both intelligence and strength. So you might see those. Why only 2 tags instead of 3? Because 3 was overwhelming and 2 was a lot clearer. We wanted to only do 1, but there was too much for 1. Right. And you always try and thread the needle. What's the least you can do to tell people what a thing is? So we needed 2. Adaptive means that it has an adaptive stat on it.
And it tells you right here.
That's pretty much.
It just shows we continue to push into like making sure we get the data in the game for people to be able to review a little bit easier. And I do like the color coding too, because I'll be honest, I'm lazy when it comes to reading sometimes. So just seeing color going, okay, cool. I know from now on that attack damage is like a pinky red.
Yep.
Then I'm like, okay, cool. I know that's good for me. Or attack speed's yellow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And hopefully this is clearer.
Yes.
And then there was one other thing I was going to mention. Oh, the tags.
Show Sanguine Lash. Sure.
Sanguine Lash is very confusing. This is the most confusing item in the game.
Sanguine Sash.
This is we were talking about this one specifically this morning. That like maybe this one is too confusing in this state.
You're welcome.
But I think all of us looked at this one and tried to make it less confusing, and this is where we ended up. Other than Sanguine Lash, though, I think every item is a clear improvement. There
was something about this that Pon just said, look for penetration.
Resurrect?
Yeah, that's a wrong tag. Some of the tags are wrong.
Maybe it's just a new effect from just calling everybody else.
I was looking at that. I'm like, what did we change that I didn't know?
The Resurrect tag is supposed to be on Obsidian Dagger.
Right.
And it got put on its back.
Okay.
So there's a couple tags that are wrong. There's some things that we know that we're still working on.
Still work in progress, but it's coming along.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And there was something. The specific tags. You'll also see those in the Pick 3 builder. So it should be even easier to figure out what items you want to build when you're playing.
Quick joust or a quick arena.
Yeah, in the quick play, it would just have like a picture of the item, name of the item, picture of the item, and then it'd be like intelligence, lifesteal, and then it'd still give you the short description of the item too, but should be easier.
Okay. This is wonderful.
Do I have anything else on that?
I like it. At 50 stacks, boom, evolve.
And we are not going to also support the original descriptions. I see somebody asking that. This is. We think just a pretty much overall improvement. So we're not going to support 2 different sets of descriptions.
Definitely.
And
I'll come back out to cams for now.
Last thing I just have a little bit of audio stuff from Kellen.
Sure.
So I'll just read through real quick. We've decreased the ultimate hit volume for Aladdin. We fixed an issue with the ultimate projectile being too quiet for Vulcan. We fixed an issue with ability voiceover not playing for the Morrigan. And we have revised Titan Death Sounds.
Sweet.
And also quips were already boosted earlier on this week.
Yes, and quips should be louder.
So they should be louder. Yeah.
I think that's everything I got.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked for an hour. Sorry,
yeah, we thought we were going to get
55 minutes
we
already.
Got through more than usual.
And also,
balance will be talked about on Friday, I believe. We didn't go through that on this show today.
Yeah, there is a
Friday.
So how can we do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Yeah, we will go through balance on Friday, and we'll talk through all that then.
Hell yeah, brother.
Think that's it. Just quick recap. So coming on Tuesday, we have Jormungandr with his new aspect and his Ascension Pass. We have the new item text.
Janus aspect,
rewritten and formatted. We have the item tags. We have those tags in pick 3. We have the Agni Infinite Duality Traveler, the Cerberus Infinite
Not
Overseer
yet, at
Traveler,
least.
and the Bologna Miss Senshi Traveler, which you get if you own any of the prisms for free. We've made some audio things I just talked about. We've made some changes to Conquest, pushing oracles and mid lanes buff camp spawns back by 30 seconds, allowing you to break the pots in your Gold Fury with basic attacks. Jungle monsters are now going to use their abilities earlier in their attack chains, and Joust and Arena versus AI now use the classic rule set instead of the quick play rule set. We fixed we have a in live right now. We have a fix for teleporting after you hitch. That is the summary for this patch.
And that's not even including Balance 2, which is coming on Friday. So
exactly.
over a 2-week schedule, pretty good so far, if I'm being honest with you.
Only been 2 weeks.
We're still a bit early, but what questions do we have in chat at the moment that people might want to try and get answered?
None. No questions.
No questions. Console store and new
Clumsy.
items being added, like the new item section in the store. Are we able to get that for console?
There's not room in the console store, I don't believe, to add that. So it's why it doesn't exist there.
Heard.
Yep. We are investigating just some console performance issues in general. Our kind of like lead programmer is looking at some PS5 issues in particular today. So hopefully we'll have some improvements there.
Okay.
What you sniggling at there, Clumsy, for?
Jormungandr, can teammates see through him? Similar to
Teammates
how he
will
can
not
see
have any
through
vision change now.
them. Okay. I mean, it would make sense that there's a big worm in your way that you
Yeah.
can't see. Yeah. So, no, you cannot see through Jormungandr as a teammate. So, if you want to troll, stand in front of your teammates, I guess.
Oh, I have another thing that's going to be broken for PTS today.
Yeah.
Just as a heads up.
Other than Cupid.
One of the things that I will spoil a future update slightly and say one of the things that we're working on in the background right now are some improvements to the match lobby.
Yeah.
Because the match lobby just breaks a lot
I was
right
going to
now.
ask about that. Yeah.
In the match lobby for PTS, you are going to see it's going to look like the current match lobby, but there's going to be like broken god and player names just kind of in
Floating.
weird places
Yeah.
floating on the screen. That will not happen when the patch actually goes live. We know that that's an issue, but it got broken because we're working on a more comprehensive overhaul in the background.
Which is exciting.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Awesome. Just reading chat to see if there's any.
I'm waiting for this reveal.
Quickly answer. I mean, I'm saying like quickly answer, then go. Okay, now it's time for one more question. And we're going to do it again.
Yeah.
So
Let's.
a Zhongqi game is coming out. Any chance Zhongqi will come to Smite 2 sooner?
I will admit to posting in the company Slack when that was announced that I guess this means we have to do Jean-Qui.
But I mean, when we were saying come to Smite 2 soon, I mean that game's going to take a while to be developed.
That's true.
You know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably like 2028. So Zhong might be out by 2028. That's what we can-
Yeah, so I don't have anything to like confirm or deny about Zhang right now. I think it's funny that that was announced because he is never been the most popular Smite character, but big character in the mythology. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Pretty
agree.
good, though.
Kobe. There's been you didn't actually this, but I'm going to take that as there's been a severe lack of Smite Card 2 discussion while I'm on a
it's
on a
been
Titan
busy
talk.
today. There hasn't been a lot
It's
of time.
been
for the
busy.
Smite
Had no
Card
time to
2.
discuss it.
You were
Yeah.
talking about roller coaster Jormungandr on
Yeah.
the one that I wasn't on.
Oh, a concept
Fit
skin.
in a Smite car, I guess.
That's a good
We
one.
can make it happen.
Really?
It'll work.
It's kind of like traveling with God. It's going to be strange. Okay.
Be very silly.
Yo, the skin concept that some of these people in chat come up with,
Okay,
or
we
just
are
in the
now on
community.
159, so we're going to say the
general.
usual bit, which
They're
is
fantastic.
One more question.
That's right. I don't have to do two.
One more question.
So let's try and find one more question each to wrap up the show for today. We will be back on Friday to give you the balance breakdown ready for next Tuesday.
Friday.
But also, additionally, PTS should be live this afternoon. I'll make sure and we'll confirm, but I expect it's already up. And it should be available for custom games throughout the weekend, which we've been doing consistently. Please feel free to give us feedback on how that experience is. We want to know about the stupid yawn builds that you guys get up
Yeah,
to that
yeah.
may be
Super
too strong.
Yes.
Or also things that may not affect correctly, or even the tooltips from the game of the items. So make sure you give us as much feedback as you can, and we'll continue to iterate on those.
I had a quick one on can Yorm will be able to go and join Apollo through his ulti.
Really? He can jump in a cart?
Right? You know, the tech is there. Well, he's just turning into like a ball, right? And then
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just
into
a
follows
sphere.
along the side, so.
Okay, so
And
Yarn can go into this Apollo ult. Can Aladdin ult Yorm? I'm guessing yes is the answer there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know if we've actually tried it yet, but yes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
we did. We did.
Interesting
I remember a playtest where you were specifically testing that. I see people asking about markets. I don't have any updates on markets for you. Sorry. We'll give you an update when I have it.
Burpee today.
I would like to pick a question I actually have an answer for. I will say I'm going to pick a question I've seen pop up here a couple times, and I don't see it on my screen right now. There's somebody asked it. People asking about the health of the blue buff camp because it can lead to some difficult starts.
Okay.
I would say
solo lanes complaining.
Yeah, junglers sometimes.
I think that there is. I would say that we have heard that feedback. We've heard a bunch of feedback around Conquest. I don't know for sure if there's any balance related to that will end up in this update or not, but I would say that like we're having conversations about those kinds of things, and we will. We are aware of the concerns around it, and we'll address them when we think it makes sense.
Basically, what he's trying to say is, damn, what kind of button can I use here? What's the professional way? He's saying it in a professional way. I think it's a mix of this one.
How do you feel about the match?
Well, I think
It doesn't matter how you feel.
And then a combo of this one.
Shut your bitch ass up.
They're saying it in a professional style, though, in a professional way. Like, yeah, we hear you. It'll get done eventually on our schedule, right? Not on your schedule.
Nope.
Our schedule. All right? That's the vibe I'm getting at the very least. I could be wrong completely, I could be wrong, I'll admit that. At least that's what I'm getting here. Trying to add some comedic relief here.
Have you already done
Oh,
yours,
did I? Yeah, I guess.
I guess you already did technically.
Yeah, right? Surely that was enough. What fruits you love in a fruit salad?
Fruit salad, yummy, yummy. No fans of the
Nope, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nope.
Okay, actually that's a good one because I did change it. Hussars does not make Yorm immune to his own. Wait, no. Did I make it so that you can? I specifically addressed it and I just don't remember which direction I went. I think it does make you immune to your own daze slow, but it will not remove the damage taken components of it. So those parts are decoupled. Okay. If you want to remove the...
So you don't get slowed, but you do still take the bonus
extra
damage.
damage.
I mean, that would make sense. Okay.
Hussar's Wings is the slow
think
immunity
that is it.
Sketchers
We have forgotten
item.
a bit, but it's going to be a disappointing bit today.
It is.
The Alani check. We don't have any Alani on the show today.
That's just how it is.
I drank a large cold brew coffee this morning, and I was thoroughly caffeinated, so I just have some Mason Perrier sparkling
The days
water.
you don't have an Alani, you say that on every show.
Because that's the only reason why I don't. If I drink too much caffeine in the morning, I'm like, oh god, another like very caffeinated beverage at 1 p.m. is going to destroy me. So
For me, it's water, and for Clumsy, it's something.
It was peppermint tea and water.
A little bit of whiskey.
very nice.
yeah.
Just in case.
That's for Thursday.
Get you through the show.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much all for you tuning in today and going over Titan Talks and having a look at Jormungandr. We'll see you all on Friday when we go over balance. Please feel free to give us feedback as always, and we'll see you guys on the battlegrounds.
Preach it.
Did that bye too early because now I don't even
You gotta find the button. Is this like when you say goodbye to somebody?
Oh my god.
And you walk with them. Yeah, to the same.
Yeah.
Nah, that's hilarious, man.
All right, bye.
Wow. What a fantastic show. Another great, educating, entertaining, insightful Titan Talk. Fantastic job, gentlemen. I thoroughly enjoyed it. That ending part is so much more relatable, especially for content creators. You're like, all right, peace out, everybody. And you try to hit the button, and then you mistime it, and you're like, oh, damn. Well, there goes the moment. Just a little bit of comedic relief to end off the show there. I love that. That was great. That concludes today's stream, you guys. Excited about what's to come. All of the new updates that will be introduced on Tuesday. It's only been 2 weeks since the last update. Jormusi's coming. New skin for Agni Traveler. New Traveler for Serbi. We got new descriptions for items in the item store, making things a lot more clear and concise, legible for new players and existing players alike. Excellent quality of life features that are coming. If we ever get a pancake Jormusi, who knows? I think that'd be great. It'd be a great meme. It could be the next food one. The food concept for Jormusi. They made him into a Subway sandwich already. Now they need to make him into just giant stacks of pancakes all rolled up together and use that flat-faced Jormusi for something. Funny bug. Just what's it? Roll with the punches, as the saying goes. All right, you guys. I got a lot of behind the work stuff to do. Behind the scenes work stuff to do. And I need to hit my workout today too. I didn't hit it this morning because I fell asleep super late last night working. So I'm delayed again. Shame. 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 Shame me, guys, for not being able to be more disciplined. I must do better. I will do better. All right, shout out to you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday.
Who is here? Thor is here. Thor!
Yeah, there we go. It's working a lot better now. Until tomorrow. Until we meet again. Chat, everybody. Live gang, replay gang, lurk squad. Thank you all so much for showing up and chatting with me. And then just hit the like bell. Hit the like button, bell, notifications. Don't miss them. Detach yourselves. Like, comment, share, subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch as well. We can jam out together and you use some channel point stuff. I'm working on some stuff behind the scenes right now. It's almost done. It's almost done. It's not completely perfect. So I'm gonna work out some stuff on the back end. So that's why today's a little shorter. It's about normal. Yeah, about like 10 minutes shorter than normal. Yesterday I did go into overtime though, so there is that making up, you know. And don't forget to exercise, drink plenty of water, stay hydrated, eat healthy, nutritious meals, get plenty of rest and sleep, and don't ignore your cardio or your rest days. Until tomorrow, we out of here. Peace.